Thank you so much for joining us today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her, and this is a Zoom recording of a live class. We are practicing chair yoga today, and we are going to take special care of our wrists today. I practice a lot of yoga, and I love doing yoga, but we can overdo it, especially on our joints. So it's important to balance things out and do different things on different days, or even take rest days, which are some of my favorite days, but those days usually end up to also be baking days. So it's kind of you got to balance those things out. But today we're going to do some things to help soothe our wrists, help stretch our wrists, and strengthen our wrists. So let's go ahead and come into the present moment, the place from which all the things that we do to take care of ourselves are the most beneficial, because when our nervous system is nice and calm, and when we really are paying careful attention to what we're doing, we help support the creation of that care and the manifestation of that care. So just coming to awareness of your breath, maybe closing your eyes if that feels good to you. Drawing up in a nice, tall, beautiful spine, pressing down onto the floor with your feet, onto your thighs or knees with your hands. We'll just lift the shoulders gently up towards the ears and then draw them back and down, bringing the shoulder blades down the neck, even as we draw the tips of the ears up towards the sky, little elf ears. And then just soften into this a little bit, finding ease in the balance of the spine and noticing where you feel your breath, the nose, the belly, the chest. Maybe even in the shoulders or the collarbones. Just say hello to it. During one practice, Adrienne from Yoga with Adrienne mentioned, what if you could just imagine that your breath was your spirit? And you inhale to draw in your spirit. And you exhale to set your spirit free. You kind of pay attention to that, right? And you wouldn't want to constrict it or shut it down. You would want it to be generous and full and expansive and light. So let it maybe be that. And if that sounds like bullshit to you, just let it go and breathe nice deep breaths. Maybe taking 3 big cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. One more time. Let's just begin with some gentle movement of the neck here. So this is the 4 faces of Brahman. And we're going to do this very slowly and gently. We're not going to wrench or pull anything, but we're going to reestablish that nice, tall, beautiful spine, lifted heart, shoulder blades down the back. We'll inhale here in the center, and as we exhale, we'll just look over the right shoulder, keeping the eyes closed. And then we'll inhale back to center. Open the eyes for just a sec. Close the eyes. And then exhale over the left shoulder. We'll inhale back to center. Open the eyes just for a second. Close the eyes. Exhale, looking down towards the earth, chin to chest. Inhale, back to center. Open the eyes. Exhale, close the eyes, lift the gaze up towards the sky, being careful of the back of the neck there, opening the throat as much as feels good. And then we'll come back to center and open the eyes. So let's just do that one more time. Just moving really slow and being really aware of the feeling that you feel in the neck. So we'll inhale our tall spine, shut the eyes, exhale right shoulder, noticing all the little things you feel along the way. Inhale, center, open the eyes. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, center, open, close. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, center, open, close. Exhale, chin to sky. Inhale, center, keep the eyes closed. And just notice how you feel. Notice your hands. Notice your wrists and your arms. Notice your neck. Notice that you might be fully present in this moment. Notice your hands. Notice your wrists. And then let's open the eyes and bring our physical gaze to our hands as we stretch the fingertips out in front of us. And we just wiggle the fingers a little, maybe almost like we're playing the piano, maybe random wiggles, maybe from side to side, kind of rocking them. And then maybe twisting the arm a little bit, coming all the way up towards the shoulders and finding movement in that ball and socket joint there. Just as much as feels good. Don't overstretch it. That's where we injure ourselves, is when we push too far. And then we'll go ahead and drop the fingertips down towards the earth, zombie arms. Wiggle the fingers randomly or in some kind of pattern here. And then we'll take the right hand and cover the back of the left and gently just kind of encourage those fingers towards the armpit, getting a nice stretch in the top of the forearm here. And then we'll switch sides. Just noticing what you feel and where it feels really good here. And then we'll release the hands down to our thighs or knees. Forgot what those were called for a sec. We'll just roll the shoulders up and forward and back. Couple, 3 times, as slow as feels good to you. And then we'll reverse so that as we come into this opposite up and back and down roll, we end up here with a lifted heart and the shoulder blades down the back. Hug those ribs in just a little bit to support the spine here. Tips of the ears up towards the sky. Elbows nice and heavy. And we'll go ahead and take a gentle twist. So let's inhale our arms up just to a T. And then we'll exhale to twist over towards the left. Just bringing the hands to wherever they kind of come naturally for you, maybe outside the left thigh, maybe to the back of your chair, and just kind of looking over to the left, not going all the way back over the shoulder yet. Taking a moment to breathe here, and then as you exhale, maybe deepening the twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, stay here and soften, or if it feels good, deepen just a little bit more. One more breath to wherever you feel comfortable. And then we'll keep the right hand wherever it is on this left leg. Turn the torso back to center and inhale the left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, drawing it over towards the right. So we've got this kind of crisscross sort of a thing going here. Both sit bones are anchored down nice and firm to your seat. And you can keep that chin tucked and the ears drawn up towards the sky. But then you can maybe take your gaze towards your tricep or up towards the sky. Or you might want to look down towards the earth and just notice what feels good in your neck today. And explore and be curious as you inhale here into the left ribs and the armpit and the upper arm as you breathe. Next time we inhale, we'll lift that left arm back up to the sky and exhale to release both hands back to your lap, your thighs, your knees, wherever they land. And we'll just roll the shoulders forward again a couple of times and roll the shoulders back again a couple of times. And then we'll inhale those arms out to a T again, and we'll just gently twist over to the right. Just gently, no need to press with the hands as you start here with a real shallow twist. Just getting the body acclimated to this new place, this new space. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, and then exhaling to maybe increase the twist any amount more, or just simply soften and relax into the twist. 2 more breaths here. Being careful with the neck, keeping that chin tucked. And then we'll keep that left hand anchored as we turn the torso back to the center. Inhale the right arm up to the sky and exhale to draw it over towards the left. And you can have this be just drawn over an inch or 2, or you might really want to press into that right hip, anchor it down nice and safely and securely to your seat and deepen that side stretch a little bit more. Take the gaze wherever feels good to you. And then we'll go ahead and release the bind. Inhale the right arm and the left all the way up to the sky. Bring the palms together over the crown and just press the hands together, drawing the shoulders away towards the back body, kind of pinching the shoulder blades together here, really massaging yourself right behind the heart. Really opening up, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. We'll inhale one more time, this nice, straight, beautiful seat, the hands an extension of your spine. And then exhale, hands down to heart. And then we'll keep the palms together here and we'll find just a little bit of gentle movement in the wrists. So let's inhale those palms back up to the sky. And as we exhale, we'll serpentine the hands down through the center line, making big snake-shaped, S-shaped movements, bringing the hands all the way down to the lap. And then we'll inhale the hands back up to the sky. And we'll do the same thing starting in the opposite direction, if you can remember what direction you started in. And we'll do that 2 more times, 1 in each direction. On an inhale, we'll draw the hands up, maybe look up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we'll serpentine the hands down through the center, maybe getting into the hips and the shoulders, and really being loose and gentle here with the body. And the 4th time is the last time. Really gently moving the wrists together to support each other here. And then we'll go ahead and release and just kind of gently shake the hands out. And then we'll take the hands out to the sides here in a T and we'll just like flick the fingertips, like you're flicking water at somebody's face, like your brother or something, just like this. And actually what we're doing here is we're strengthening our wrists, all the little bones and ligaments and joints and muscles and everything that move up the arm, because can't you feel this in your upper arm and your shoulders? I mean, it goes up pretty high. And then we'll just shake that out once again. And then we'll get a fun little stretch here that I had tennis elbow. I never play tennis, but I had a jacked up elbow there for a while, and the physical therapist shared this one with me, and it just feels so good for anybody who has elbow or forearm or wrist issues. So we'll just go ahead and keep the left hand in the lap for now and take the right hand out to the side here, and we're just going to kind of rotate the palm so that it's facing back behind us. And if you've ever seen somebody twirl a baton, they throw it up in the air and it twirls, and they reach back and grab it behind their back. So that's the kind of movement we want to do here, except we don't want to be crunching the body. We want to still be kind of open here. So palm towards the back. We're just going to bend from the wrist, drawing the fingertips towards the back. And then we're gently and slowly going to begin to look over the left shoulder. Notice what you feel in the forearm right there. You might already feel it. You might not. Depends. Maybe you don't have any issues with tightness in the forearm there, which is awesome. Or you might begin to gently find some organic movement in the neck, maybe looking down towards the earth. Maybe looking a little farther over the left shoulder, maybe drawing the fingertips a little farther back behind you, opening up through the heart here a little bit, and noticing what you feel all across the forearm, the neck, the chest, the shoulder, the collarbone, all connected here. You might begin to find a little bit of rotation in that right arm, changing where in the forearm you feel this really gentle but significant stretch. And then we'll gently draw the gaze back, let the arm come down towards the earth, stop reaching for your baton, release, and shake the right arm out. And we got to do that on the other side. So we'll take those left fingertips down towards the earth, right hand comfortable somewhere on your body or down to your side. Palm facing behind you. We'll flip the fingertips up and we'll begin to look over the right shoulder. And we'll just stay here for a breath or two, getting the body used to this kind of weird, awkward position before we go any farther. Then maybe finding some gentle movement in the neck. Maybe drawing the fingertips a little farther back behind you. Maybe finding a little rotation in the arm. And stopping anywhere that feels like it needs to be explored a little bit further. 2 more breaths. And then we'll very gently and slowly bring everything back to center. And then we'll shake that left arm out too. Let's just make some circles with the nose here, finding a little gentle neck rotation. And then we'll just reverse the circles. And let's not leave the legs out. Let's get a little bit of opening in the hips. Even from the seated position, we can totally do that. So let's go ahead and come towards the front of the seat, wherever you can still be securely seated with your feet firmly on the ground, or to blocks or boxes or whatever, or a stool even, to lift the feet up so that you've got a nice firm contact with the earth. And then we'll just kind of hold on to the chair or keep your hands in your laps. Inhale to find that nice tall spine. And as we exhale, we'll really engage through the soles of both feet. Next time you inhale, let's lift the right foot from the earth, and we'll exhale to lower it down. And we'll do that 2 more times, just finding some gentle movement in the knee, a little engagement in the top of the thigh. The 4th time we come up, we're going to stay here. And the If this is not comfortable on the hip or the leg, you can go ahead and bring the heel down to the earth, or you can lift it up a little higher, or again, anywhere in between. And we're just gonna rotate the leg in that ball and socket joint of the hip, like you're opening and closing a door with your flexed foot. And we'll do that 5 times, let's say. So 4, 1 more, come back to center and lower it down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And play with the breath a little here. You might want to exhale as you come up and inhale as you come down. That might feel more supportive to you and your nervous system. And then extend the leg, heel to the earth, or extend it out far and beyond. And we'll just find those rotations here in the leg. What did I say? 5 on the other side? 2 more. And there we go. Go ahead and take it down to center. And let's just kind of tap the feet out a little bit. And then we'll come to the corner of the chair. You start with whatever side serves you best. We're going to go ahead and find some little shoulder dips here, opening up through the front of the body, moving a couple cat-cows, and then we'll be done. So either side, because we're going to even it out, we'll take the knees out as wide as feels comfortable for you. And we'll inhale to a gentle cow back, arching the spine, and we'll exhale to a shallow cat back. Just warming up the spine here. We've already done our twist. We've already done the side extension. Now we're doing the forward and back, the 6 directions that the spine can move, maybe deepening your cat and cow with each time. And then we'll inhale a nice tall spine and exhale, dipping the right shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale, center, dip the left shoulder to the right knee. Be mindful of those wrists as you dip, but maybe pressing into the inside of the thighs so you get a little leverage. And we'll do 1 more time to each side. And think about really engaging the core to support the spine every time you come back up to center, really broadening and expanding into the position that you're in. What this book that I was reading talked about, align and shine. So what does shining in a yoga pose mean to you? Play with that a little bit as you think about your spirit being the breath here. And we'll inhale a few more cat-cows as we come over to the second side. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, center, shining in this position here. And then exhale, dipping to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Noticing what you feel in the hips and the thighs and the ribs and the shoulders and the back. I mean, gets it all. And 1 more time each side. And we'll come back to center and we'll bring both knees forward once again. And let's just go ahead and shake everything out. Maybe tap out the feet, maybe shake out the shoulders, shake out the wrists, just shake everything off. Maybe boom, let it all go. And we'll come back to 3 more nice, big, deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And 2 more like that. Coming back to your usual breath, focusing on your feet and your hands and your connection here to this earth via the force of gravity. Noticing your breath once again, playing with the idea of just allowing that breath be the thought of your spirit or your acknowledgement of your spirit every time your attention goes there. And then let's go ahead and inhale those arms out to the sides and up overhead. Bring the palms together and exhale down to the heart. There's a lot of pain going on in the world right now. And acknowledging that and knowing that it is there does not mean that we cannot choose to bring as much love and joy into each moment that comes our way. May you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your hearts. Namaste.